Hey, you guys. Today, what we're going to talk about is the National Wake Up Call, personal development, and live events. So, jumping in, the National Wake Up Call happens every Monday, and it's basically someone from Beachbody Corporate. It's usually the president of global sales leading this interview. It's essentially an interview of top coaches. And so, we have a different top coach or possibly a celebrity trainer, or even sometimes Carl Deichler, the CEO, is on the calls. But regardless, it's someone well known and influential within the company, and basically either sharing, educating, training us all on things that are really important to us as coaches, things that'll utilize our skills in helping clients better, and also things that will help our business grow and flourish as well. So National Wake Up Call is a great thing to get in the habit of checking out. It's about 45 minutes long every Monday, like I said, and it can be accessed either by calling a phone number live. You can actually listen to it live, or I generally just listen to the podcast after the recording. That works better for my schedule. There's also access online. So National Wake Up Call is very important. It's a good habit to get into. Now, the second thing, personal development, is actually one of my personal favorites. I do a lot of it, which probably means I have a lot of things I need to work on. But as you probably guess or already know, personal development is basically strengthening us as people, strengthening our minds, our confidence, our positivity. It can be in the form of identifying insecurities or identifying weaknesses and strengthening them, polishing them. And it can be done in a number of different ways. I listen to a ton of podcasts. That's how I get a lot of my personal development done. Audiobooks, reading actual paper books, TED Talks on YouTube. There's all kinds of different ways to find the personal development that is most necessary to you. But like I said, it's basically figuring out an area in your life that you want to strengthen. Something personal, something business, something mental, something emotional. And you dive in, you absorb the content, you put it into action, and by doing so, it strengthens you as a person, as a friend, as a parent, as a whatever, but also as a coach, as a leader, as just an all-around human being. And lastly, live events. Live events are a huge momentum builder. So the main live event is called Summit, and this happens once a year, in which Beachbody Corporate puts on a massive production. There's generally at least 20,000 coaches that meet up in whatever city it's designated that year. So there were a couple Nashville get-togethers, summits. There was a Las Vegas. There was New Orleans, Indianapolis. Okay, so whatever city is picked that year, we meet, and it's basically a 3-day conference, and it's action-packed. Not only fun, like physical stuff, like working out together, working out with some of the super trainers, working out with some of the up-and-coming super trainers. There's all kinds of fun stuff like that. But there's also incredible seminars led by some of the top, most influential and successful coaches and figures in the company. There's keynote speakers, like I've heard Gary Vaynerchuk, Chalene Johnson, Darren Hardy. There's some really heavy-hitting presenters that come as well. So, like I said, it's a time of being together with the team. It's a time of meeting other coaches and bouncing ideas and teamwork with other teams, which is kind of neat. A way to diversify our skill set is to do that. And it's obviously also an opportunity to absorb massive amounts of information from the coaches. The Beachbody Corporate, CEO Carl Deichler gets out there, Jeff Hill gets out there, a lot of the big figures within the company, as well as some of the most influential coaches in the company get up and present to us and teach us and train us and motivate us, and that's really important. So that's Summit. There's Super Saturdays, which are quarterly events, which are basically smaller summits. They're more localized. It's not like a big national thing. It's a little bit more regional. Similar format. It's just a one-day format, smaller group, because they're able to do more regional, there's a bunch of different Super Saturdays that go on throughout the country. But they're not quite as extravagant as Summit, but very important as well to attend. So we have talked about the National Wake Up Call, we've talked about personal development, and we've talked about live events. So from here, you guys, I want you to become familiar with the Coach Online office. Watch in your breaking news section to see where they post about the National Wake Up Call. It'll give you the phone number if you want to call in and listen live. And it'll also post a link if you want to listen to the replay after the fact. And you can also find on the Team Beachbody Coach podcast, they post the replays there as well. Also, throughout the year, be paying attention in your breaking news section because they'll give you updates on when and where the live events are taking place. Because, like I said, if you're serious about growing your business, you're going to want to be there. Okay? Guys, if you have any questions, post in the comments below. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. See you next time.